Finished up yesterday with multiplication, and remember we're treating i's just like a variable until the very end, right? Okay, so we have complex conjugates, and I used that word yesterday. I used conjugates yesterday, and the most important word for you to remember is conjugate. The reason it's a complex conjugate is because it's a complex number. Got it? So later on when you're doing these, and I put up a conjugate and somebody yells out, complex conjugate, and they feel really good about themselves, yeah, you're wrong because it's not a complex number. So the main word you want to remember is what word?
Conjugate.
Conjugate. Okay, complex is only because
It's special.
it has a complex number. It has real and imaginary, yes? Yeah. Okay. So a complex conjugate or a conjugate are let me just read the words that are there, not make up my own. Complex conjugates are the complex numbers with equivalent real parts and opposite imaginary parts. Their products is a real number. Or it is a real number? That's weird. Okay, so off to the side over here is an example. I have a plus bi and a minus bi. You notice that a is exactly like A. See?
Mm-hmm.
And B is exactly like BI. Yes? The only thing different is what? In the middle. Only thing different.
So that's not either.
Okay. When I multiply that, when I FOIL that out, these middle two terms will zero out, and I'm left with a squared minus b squared I squared. And what does I squared equal? Negative 1. Hence, multiplying by negative 1. And a negative times a negative becomes a positive. And my final answer is a squared plus b squared, and there is no imaginary number there.
Wait, why did it? Oh, no.
Okay. The reason we need these is we've done exponents before, yes?
Yep.
And you can't leave me a negative exponent in the answer, so you have to reciprocate, right? Guess what you can't leave in the denominator? An imaginary number. So if you can't leave an imaginary number in the denominator, we're going to need to use conjugates. Yes?
So when you did like the second to last part, why did you have to keep going? Because you don't want what? That to be a negative? Like, well, you took
No, you
the-
kept going because I squared is negative 1. There was no reason. I squared is negative 1.
I thought that would get rid of the exponent.
No. How?
I don't know, that's what I did on my homework. That's what I did too.
No, it would get rid of the I squared. It would change nothing with the exponent.
Okay.
So down at the bottom, I have 7 minus 8i and 7 plus 8i. Do you see how those are conjugates of each other?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have negative 2 plus I and negative 2 minus I. They are conjugates of each other. So we are going to multiply them. You are going to multiply them both. And you are going to prove to yourself that when I'm done, I'm going to have a real number. A real number means there's no I left. Yes? So multiply both of those. Like not to get, you know what I mean.
Foil?
Yes, but yeah.
Okay.
This.
Yay. I'm always one of those
Yeah, all you have to do is add parentheses. Is my pen too thin, Jaden or Caleb, to see back there?
I can see it.
Okay.
I'm so stupid. I cannot multiply. That's 7 times 8, 58.
Whoa. I have a question.
What?
How did the I squared on the 64 just go away?
It didn't. What does I squared equal?
Negative
So negative 1 times a negative 64 is a positive 64. It did not just go away.
Okay.
So, I don't know how I was like confused on this yesterday, but. So like the one that you just did with the 7 and 8,
Mm-hmm.
when you multiplied it by -1, the exponent went away.
No, the exponent doesn't go away. I don't know what you mean by that.
It's not there.
Negative,
It go.
or I squared equals negative 1.
Oh, so you just got it.
That's why I'm like, I didn't know what you meant by it just goes away. I squared is negative 1.
Wait, so what numbers on our homework? Are any of these? Do we have any of these on our homework?
No.
Okay.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, you probably had some. Maybe?
No.
No?
Are they right here? There wasn't any.
No.
All of them was like 8 plus 4. That was.
Okay. No, there weren't any.
I don't think I did.
Okay. So there weren't any. The whole point of this is to do the next thing, and you're going to use them a bunch on your the rest of this. Okay, you guys are probably not going to have room for the rest of the assignment unless you write really neat and small, because if you write really sloppy and small, you won't be able to read your work. So just so you know. So why, remember I said we can't have an I in the denominator, correct? Is everyone good? Can I go?
Yeah.
Madison, are you good? Okay, I saw you writing after. I was like, oh no. Okay, so can I stop with A, B, and C? Can I stop? No, because there is an I in the denominator. Now, I can do anything I want to a denominator, but I also have to do it to the numerator. Because if I would multiply by 4 over 4, isn't 4 over 4 just 1? And isn't 1 the multiplicative of identity?
Yeah.
Ooh, big words, right? So I can do whatever I want as long as I do it to the numerator and the denominator. Just like an equation, I can do whatever I want as long as I do it to the left and to the right. So I have 10 over 2 minus I. The first thing you are going to do is always put anything in a parenthesis that is a quantity, correct? Okay, so I've done all my work. I get down to this answer, and I cannot stop because I cannot leave. Mrs. Mick has drilled into my head that I cannot leave an I in the denominator. So what did I just teach you to get rid of an imaginary number? Multiply by its what? No, never said that word. Complex conjugate. Its conjugate, yes? So what would the conjugate of 2 minus I be? 2 plus I. So if I do it in the denominator, I have to do it in the numerator. Okay, so I'm going to have 20 plus 10i over. Now, I already know, so I'm not doing the middle step. I am not going to ever again do this step. Why?
Because it's just 0.
Because is it every single time going to be 0? But you better make sure they're conjugates, not just wish they were conjugates, correct? And that's the plus and the minus, yes? Okay, so I know, because I did it, that those are conjugates. Do I need the middle terms? No. If you don't trust yourself, you might want to a few times multiply it all out today, okay? But you're going to do it enough that by the end of the day, you better not be doing it because you're going to take forever. Got it? So 2 times 2 is 4 minus I squared. Okay? Which is negative 1. So negative and a negative is a positive. So my denominator is 5. Okay, now, here is another thing. We've talked about it before. If I reduce, I have to reduce everything, yes? Does 5 go in both 20 and 10?
Yes.
Yes. So I get 4 plus 2i. Now, I could have a fraction, and I will show you how to write a fraction, but this one came down to whole numbers, didn't it? Okay, so the next one, 80 over 2 minus 6i.
So 2 plus 2 plus 6i.
What should we do first?
Simplify.
Simplify. Does everything have a 2 in it?
Yes.
Why should I do it first?
That way you don't have to do it at the end.
Right. I may still have to do it in the end, but I at least don't have to do with big numbers, yes? So if I reduce, and it has to come out of everything. If there was a 7 in there, could I be doing this? No. So I have now what?
40 over 1 minus 3i.
Okay, 40 over 1 minus 3i. Okay, so I'm going to put parentheses around that so my brain does not try to do things it shouldn't do with it, like separate it. And I'm going to multiply by what word is that? Conjugate. And the conjugate is?
1 plus 3i.
Okay, now I do just 1 plus 3i out in the middle. Does that work for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to do it here and there.
Yeah.
Okay, so do it.
Kind of just did that.
Good job. I really hate that they're all coming out nice numbers, though. It's not making me happy.
I like that they're all coming out.
How did we do? Good? Okay. Next, 4 minus 3i divided by negative 1 plus 2i. So what should I do immediately before I do anything else? And when you write it on your paper, what should you do? Parentheses. Okay, because if we do not do parentheses, our brain tries to do things it should not do. Especially when we have to multiply by the conjugate, don't we need to FOIL then?
Yeah.
Yes, on the numerator and the denominator. And if you don't put parentheses, your brain goes, oh, I don't have to do that. Okay, so I did all this work. I got down to this answer, and now I have to multiply by what?
Negative 1 minus 2i.
Negative 1 minus 2i. Good job, only changing the sign of the middle in the middle, right? Okay, now we're going to have to FOIL in the numerator and in the denominator. Now, in the numerator, I have to do it all out, yes?
Yes.
In the denominator, I do not, because the denominator is the conjugate. Don't get lazy with all your multiplying. Go for it. I'm hoping this one turns out ugly.
I would say that wasn't ugly. Oh. Okay, I did something. I did not. I didn't do the top part right.
Neither did I.
Okay, look what you did. Look what I did. Well, I didn't do it right either.
Yikes. Why do you have to foil this one and you didn't foil the other ones?
Because the other ones were just a monomial.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
So I have
That's what I did. I didn't even foil it. I just did the same thing I was doing.
That's why we put the parentheses there.
I put my parentheses. I just
Didn't do what they were supposed to.
Yeah.
Hey, Ms. Mick,
What?
what did you do after you got negative 4 minus 8i minus 3i
I combined like terms. Well, I did my I squared, made it -6, and then combined like terms.
I forgot about that
See
part.
that negative hanging out there?
Oh, yeah.
Right here?
Okay, yay.
Okay, I do not, and I'm going to change this real quick because, so then I can reduce, so I get -2 minus I. Yes? Okay,
Wait, how do you get -10?
-4 minus 6.
Oh, yeah. I'm a little confused on the top still.
Me too.
Me three.
I know you're just foiling, but I'm
Where'd the
confused.
6 go?
Because I got.
The 6 didn't go anywhere. -4 and -6 is -10.
It's because I didn't pause it.
Since you turned the I into a -1, it just.
Yep, because it was plus 6I squared, right? And I squared's a -1, so it makes it -6.
1, 2.
Okay, what I was trying to get it to do was give me an ugly answer. Like, if I came out with -7I plus 8 over 3. Okay, first of all, is it in the right order?
No.
No, it is not in the right order, is it?
Wait, how?
Because I has to be at the end, real number first. Okay, and I said it has to be real number and it has to be complex number, right? Real number, complex, not complex, real number, imaginary number, completely separate. Are these completely separate? No, they're in one fraction, right? So can I tear a fraction apart? Yeah. They just have the same denominator, which is what? 3. So this should be written as 8/3 minus 7/3 I. Look where the I is at.
Okay.
Do you see the I?
Yeah.
Is it in the numerator?
No.
No, well, it is, but it isn't, right? It is right next to that fraction. When you get an answer that looks like one fraction, you need to tear it apart. You need to have the real part and you need to have the imaginary part. They cannot be connected. That would be the correct answer. Everyone understand me? Now, this is just like one of those things, like when you write a polynomial out, if you don't write it in standard form, like highest exponent first, I would count off for it, right? Just like if you wouldn't reduce a fraction. This is the same type of thing. Is this first answer wrong? No, it's not wrong, but is it completely right?
No.
No. Just like when you write a sentence, when you don't capitalize a word, the sentence may not be wrong, but did you do it right? No. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so factor sum of squares. Okay, so we have, I want a blank slide. Did it add one to me? No, it didn't. Okay, so this is a side note, so everyone focus on me. If I had x squared minus 4, hopefully you should already know this is x plus 2 and x minus 2. Yes? Okay, this is called a difference of squares because there's a what? Difference. And is 1 a perfect square? Is 4 a perfect square? Okay, just if I would go, let's say 4x squared minus 49. Are those both perfect squares?
Yeah.
So it'd be 2x minus 7 and 2x plus 7. Those are those conjugates, right? But what do I have here?
Not that. No.
Are they all perfect squares?
No. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. No. No. Wait.
But are they?
Yes. The only one I don't know is.
Okay, is the first one perfect squares?
Yes.
Yes. So if that was a negative, I would do x minus y, x plus y, right?
Yeah.
But I got that pesky plus there. Watch this.
Are they all perfect or not? She's probably wrong, Mark.
What I add?
An I.
An I. Because when I FOIL this, I get x squared minus y squared I squared. And what's I squared?
Negative 1.
-1, which makes it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, why didn't I do the middle? Because they're conjugates, yes?
Yeah.
These are conjugates and it's just going to be 0. Okay, so if I remember my shortcuts, can it help me?
Yeah.
Big time. So now, before you guys have gotten this and said, oh, I can't factor that. But in the complex number system, which includes imaginary numbers, can I factor it? Yes. So come straight down to 4x squared plus 25. Are those both perfect squares?
Yeah.
Yes. My only problem is it is a what?
Pass.
It's plus. It's a sum, right? There's sum of squares, not difference of squares. So I'm going to factor it the same, but I'm going to throw a what on the end? An I. Because I times I is -1, and a negative times a negative is a positive. So I'm going to have 2x minus 5i and 2x plus 5i. Now I want you to multiply it out the whole way, and prove to yourself that I'm right and that I'm a genius.
I told you she was gonna more mines. All the plan.
I would help you to
Can I have 10x
Uh-huh. You're going to have 10xi because then you're also going to have,
But I didn't know if I could have that or not.
why not? You can always have everything as long as you're multiplying.
Okay, now I'm confused. Minus 5a. You guys feel it all?
Oh,
Oh,
hey.
I'm cooking.
Yes.
Adi, you need to let yourself be confused for a
Yeah,
minute.
I know, okay. You are a smart child. I thought I did it wrong, but I did.
I know. Yeah, that's why I said you need to let yourself be, you need to be okay with that for a little bit. Because the first second I teach you something, you're not going to get it.
I'm 12
If you did, you wouldn't be here. You'd be in the next class. What?
Sometimes
Did everyone prove it?
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder why I am in this
Okay,
class.
what about 12x squared plus
That's
3?
why I'm like, I know.
What is the first thing you do every single time, guys?
Practice. No.
Common.
Reduce.
Common factor. Does 12x squared plus 3 have a common factor?
Yeah, 3.
3.
Oh, okay.
So I get 4x squared plus 1. Are those perfect squares?
Yes.
Yes. So can you tell me what it's going to be?
3,
2x.
2 what?
2x.
X
Not square.
minus I and 2x plus I. Does it matter if I put the plus first?
No.
No, Emma, you're fine with the plus first. It's okay.
I also did that, Emma.
I say plus minus, but write minus plus every time. I don't. It doesn't matter. So
This one or no?
no, you don't need to prove it. But you're gonna do the next one by yourself and prove it.
Okie dokie.
Go.
Wait.
And it doesn't matter that it's Y and not next. Doesn't matter.
Wait, why do we not have to finish up the one that we just did?
Yeah.
Because I was finishing that and I looked
If you want to, that's fine. I want you to prove. That's just a proof. If it says factor, did I factor? Yes.
Wait, so
If you just keep going, you're just checking your work. I want you to factor 8y squared plus 18 and then check your work.
wait, so on the second one, the 12 one,
Mm-hmm.
so like the final answer would be like 3 parentheses 4x squared plus 1.
No, the final answer would be right here.
I think I.
Because you have to completely factor.
Well, that's why I said I was finishing it out, but then you're like,
What do you, I thought you meant multiplying it out. Because I was already finished.
oh, why don't we finish it out?
That is finished right there. Because it says factor. So I factored. This right here is a check. Right here is the check. This is the check. Wait, this is the check. You're supposed to get back to what you originally had if you did it right.
I got
Shh.
something from the
I didn't know. Oh, wait, I actually dropped one.
Yeah, if you don't drop your 2, you're not going to get back, are you?
No. Yeah, I didn't do that.
Oh, I did not have that either.
If you don't drop your 2, you're not going to get back. Oops.
Anthony Diaz. Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
Do you get 3 YI? It's like, I just like forgot how
Wait, hold up, wait.
to do factoring there for a second.
Okay.
Why do you have to put the 2 in the front?
Because the 4's in the front.
Okay.
Because the 2 is the square, the 2y, the 2y is the square root of 4y squared, is it not?
Yeah, it is, but then why is there nothing in the front of the 4x squared plus 25?
Right here, 2x and 2x. Is 2x
I
the,
meant, like, in front of the parentheses.
because we didn't factor anything out. We didn't factor anything out.
Who was that?
Wheelchair.
This next period already. Okay, focus so we can get done. Focus. What, Audie?
Can you go from
15
where your
minutes.
check mark is and explain, or wait, no, go from like the 2 parentheses 2y minus 3 and then tell me how you got the next one.
I just foiled
Then
From-
I'm foiled so wrong.
because 2y times 2y is 4y squared.
Yes,
And the middle terms are going to zero out because those are conjugates.
yeah,
And negative 3i times positive 3i is negative, it was negative 9i squared, but the I squared made it a positive.
okay, I just can't foil apparently.
Okay,
That's it.
Jalen?
So I got the right answer, but when I did it, I have 4y squared minus 9 plus 6y minus 9. I didn't use any i's. So I don't really know what I,
You have to use the I to get the positive.
but I still have the right answer.
Well, this is the answer. Do you have this answer?
Yeah.
Okay. So your sixes should have reduced out to 0.
My 6's?
Yes.
My 9's did.
No, you're not.
You
No.
need your 9's.
You have to have your 9 to get your 9. Your 6 isn't going to get you a 9. If I foil this, if I do the long foil of this, I get 4y squared plus 6yi minus 6yi minus 9i squared. And these zero out. This changes this to a plus. So I have 4y squared plus 9. And then I distribute the 2. So I get 8y squared plus 18. Okay. So these are just example problems, and it looks like it copied that. Why did it do that? That's weird.
I thought we needed it again.
Okay, when I was trying to add an extra page, it duplicated a page. Okay, so this is the last we have. It says solving complex solutions. So when we solve, we factored, yes?
Yep.
And then we set equal to 0. So we need to factor these and set them equal to 0. What do you notice about every single one of these?
They all squared.
Except for the last one, right?
No, that one's squared.
5 isn't a perfect square, is it? No, 25 is a perfect square, but is 5?
You can take
No.
that about
So, but just,
are equal to 0.
well, yeah, this one should be equal to 0 also. I don't know why it's not.
Out of all of
Okay, so A and B, we're gonna factor them, okay? They're the sum of squares. So we're just gonna factor them like we normally would. And we're gonna add the I, right? So we would have x plus what?
X plus
2i and x minus 2i. And then I would set them both equal to 0.
Yeah.
Yes? And then I would add 2i over and subtract 2i over. Yes? So x equals plus or minus 2i. Now if I'm typing in that IXL, I have to put 2i comma minus 2i, right? They don't have that plus minus, which I wish they did. Okay,
So I don't know.
now, you don't know how what?
You got it. Just keep going.
Okay, that is one method of doing this. Another method of doing this is there is no middle term, correct?
Yeah.
No middle term? So when there is no middle term, I also could I subtract 49 over?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have x squared equals negative 49.
But then you have to do like
And then we have to take
square
the
49,
square
and you have to
root
do square root.
No.
and
Yeah,
the
no,
the square root. Okay, so the negative is going to get me an I, yes?
Yes, so negative.
So it's going to be x equals plus or minus, what's the square root of 49? 7 I. Now, the problem with this is how many of you would have remembered the plus and minus? Be honest.
Probably not.
Probably maybe one of you. Okay? But if I would factor this, we would say x minus 7i and x what? Plus 7i. And then I would get x equals plus or minus 7i. Okay, both methods work. But this method, you have to remember, when I take a square root, I have to put a what?
Plus or minus.
Plus or minus. Now, it is important. You have to do it. You have to know both methods. Because on the next problem, is that a perfect square?
No.
No. Can I factor out a 5?
Yes.
Yes, I can factor out a 5. But I cannot factor even that.
Do what?
What I have left, are they perfect squares?
No.
No. Didn't help me any, did it? No. Okay, so from here, I'm going to show you again 2 methods on this one, just because I can. So I factored out a 5, and now I'm stuck and I have to do this. Well, I have to move that 5. How am I going to move the 5 to the other side?
Subtract.
No, I am not.
Oh, you have to do?
I'm going to divide. Who said divide? Good job. Because 5 times the quantity, how do you undo multiplication? Division. What is 0 divided by 5? 0. So I get x squared plus 5 equals 0. Okay? Now, I still can't factor that, can I?
No.
Nope. And you don't know the quadratic formula yet, so you're going to have to subtract 5. You don't have a choice. So now I have to take the what? Square root. So I have to remember to put a what in front of it? Plus or minus. And this negative is going to give me a what? An I. And is there a square root of 5? Nope. So my answer is plus or minus the square root of 5. And I is not in there. Some people choose to write plus or minus I square root of 5.
Wait, question.
Let me finish my thought. Okay, first of all, this is not wrong. This is not wrong. Is it the right way to write a final answer?
No.
No. Okay, if I'm going to do more math with it, I'm doing this. Because that keeps my I where it needs to be.
So you can write
Okay? But when I'm finished, that I needs to be at the back, and that is why I call this closing my square root, like I showed you yesterday. Okay? I don't care whether you do it or don't do it, but you better know what's in a square root, not in a square root. Got it? Okay, Autumn, what was your question now?
So we put the I there because it was negative.
Yes. When you take the square root of a negative number, you got the I. Okay. Now,
And we left it as 5 because 5 can't square root or anything.
yeah, there's not a perfect square. There's nothing to pull out. Okay, now, personally, what I would have done with this problem, I would not have factored out a 5. I would have started here. This is my other, I'll just scroll down because it's right here. Okay, so if I have 5x squared plus 25 equals 0, yes? I would subtract 25. And then I would divide by 5. I'm just saying, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Ever heard that saying? On most things in here, are there more than one way to do it?
Yes.
Yes. I wanted to show you both. Because what have I preached over and over and over and over? If there's a common factor, get it out. Correct? Have I preached that? Yes. I would answer it this way because I know that's not going to help me out any. Are you going to think about that? No. you're going to take out the 5 and then go, what do I do now? Divide it over and solve the problem just like you would. Okay? So, we're done with notes. Can I stop recording?
Yeah, you can stop recording.
Well, this is going to go away when I stop recording, I think.